money to say it. Like, what you want? What you want? I got Jesus giving money, what you want? I've been sitting and pitching this for a reason to cry. So I'ma say I love you, but keep a look on my eye. Cause I can never really want you unless it's money or pride. So when I say I really love you, boy, just know it's a lie. Like, I ain't mean it. I ain't mean it. I just need another reason for a sequence. Another bag, another season, another description, another feeling. Boy, God, I gave him a lot, but I keep.
Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with it ain't not fun. Boy, can I drop it?
It's a city home to one of the most loyal and passionate fan bases in football. And all the noise they're making is being captured by the Dome here at Ford Field in Detroit. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. Returnable from near the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's chased all the way to the sideline and out of bounds near the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And the Lions will go on offense. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Right to the air, it's Levis. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
I like that, Kate. That's going to keep a defense honest. That proves that they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to hit.
couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Levis from the shotgun. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. Third down coming. In up to Gibbs from the gun. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on first. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the gun, Levis. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. On the play fake, it's Levis. Has it at the 7. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
You know what I like about that kick? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs now from the gun. And they'll bring him down after an all-right gain. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
He's going to keep this one. And he's in for the touchdown. The Lions have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Will Levis with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They go play action. Here's Herbert. That one's cut along the left sideline. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Out of of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They give it to him again. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Tackled by Jack Campbell. No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 7.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He's going deep. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And the deficit stays at 7.
That fooled me. He had it online. That wasn't the issue. Just didn't have the leg he needed. And the ball goes the wrong way as he's denied by the crossbar.
I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw. QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun now for Levis. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that gives the Lions the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Levis. Finds his man. It's Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Levis throwing again. Got Williams, and it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions double their lead to 14. Ravens have it all set as they send this one downfield. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Taking a deep shot here. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Lions will be set up at the 20-yard line following that interception. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing is Levis. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Kader Kohou. Oh, my goodness, Brock. I don't think I've ever seen this back-to-back plays, and we've got back-to-back interceptions.
And I would be stunned here, Kate, floored, if we saw a 3rd in a row right here. It might be the time to remind both of these offensive coordinators, you can run the ball, because these secondaries are locked in.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Gets this to McConkey. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
All right, set now. 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, then you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now Herbert again. Dump off caught by his back. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Danny Gray to return it. And look at this return. And not a bad place for them to start, up past the 30-yard line. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing now on first down, Levis. He's got a man left. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up third down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Still inches to go on third down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Levis to the air now. Hits his running back. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 46. Pass complete to Gibbs. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Lions pushing for a bigger lead before halftime. Offense to the line for second down. Throwing from the gun here. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point of the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. He'll get this one to Watkins. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Levis from the shotgun. Into the hands of Gibbs. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the first down.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. They'll go Levis. He finds him beyond the marker. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the gun, Levis. Caught near the pylon. And in for the Detroit touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Probably still mentally kicking himself after that missed point after. He can take a little frustration out here as he kicks this away. Here's Abanikanda on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. One last play before the break. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Return starts from the goal line. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number one objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the second half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that first half. And that kick returner, he took matters in his own hands.
He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yeah.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. You got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. Return starts from the goal line. And this drive will start inside the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Herbert from the gun. Stays in the pocket. He finds McConkey. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. He puts everything behind this one. He's got it inside the 25. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! And they steal it back on the return. No, we just don't see kick returns nearly as often as we used to, Brock, which makes impact plays on them like that so much rarer.
Yeah, that is so well said. Kind of reminds me of my son's baseball coach, right at a young age. You're always coaching those guys, hey, the ball's going to come to you. The ball's going to come to you every single pitch. The ball's going to come to you. And these kickoff cover guys, they got to think in their mind every time is my chance to make a play, and they just did.
And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Terrion Arnold in on the stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Now Herbert to throw. It is caught left side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And he drives this forward to the 6. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Takes it in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. And there it is. He just kept choosing to go backward, partner. And now he's all the way in his own end zone for a safety. Cannot believe it. I sense some indecisiveness in what he was doing on that return right there, Brock.
I think you sensed correct. Listen, you take it out of the end zone on return, you better burn the boats. No looking back. You retreat back towards that goal line, well, you're putting yourself in serious danger.
And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the Booth Cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
2nd and 13. He's on the move. He's keeping it again. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Herbert back to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it'll be their football. They've got 1st down from the 31. Shotgun now for Levis. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chargers will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. So it's been a bit of a mixed bag for him, partner. He does have the 3 touchdowns in this game, but also now a couple of interceptions.
You almost feel like, Kate, he's seeing most of the picture on how to attack this defense, but just not quite all of it yet. It's largely been good, as he said. Some nice touchdowns as well. But there's still a couple of these looks in coverage that are giving him problems, and he's got to figure that picture out.
First and 10. Here's Herbert. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And the defense will not be beaten to the edge. They make the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Gets this to McConkey. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good jump, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Herbert now off the play fake. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
They'll run for this. And he's brought down for a loss. And they get to him just in time. That's a tackle for the stand and a turnover on downs.
You know, it's almost like the defense heard that call in their helmet themselves. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And their reward is getting off the field.
A give to Gibbs. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle. Give him a yard back on the play. Now it's 3rd and 10. That's the end of the 3rd on Sunday night. It's Lions ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. The Chargers into a nickel set, 3rd down. Levis back to throw. It's taken in by Williams. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Again, it's Gibbs. Through the 2nd level at the 40. Has a hole left, room to run. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. Offense to the line for 2nd down. Throwing is Levis. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I think it's fair to say, in the eye in the sky deadline, without that ball being tipped, we're looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Here's Levis. Throw complete to Williams. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Lions readying for the punt. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in primetime. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And the Chargers take possession. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Herbert now. Finds McConkey. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Throwing now, Herbert. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. They connect on the deep shot. He makes it in for the Los Angeles touchdown. The Chargers take a 4th quarter lead. Ladd McConkey with a touchdown. Now, I know that's one of his favorite routes to run, Brock, but that has got to be one of a quarterback's favorite throws to make as well, right? Drop it in over the defender and take the lid off the D for 6.
Because it is so simple. It's something that these two have done and thrown together for years and years. Maybe not to each other, but since Pop Warner, they've been running the go route. Just run right by him, and if you're even, you're leaving, and I'm going to drop it right over the top.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Gray now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds at the 22-yard line on the return. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Levis from the shotgun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Levis. He put everything he had into this one. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Levis throwing again. Finds a seam down the middle. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position by hitting on that shot. You've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Handoff to Gibbs from the gun. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Another one for Gibbs. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
He was taken down beyond the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions losing by 4. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Gibbs now from the gun. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 3. It's now 4th down and less than a yard.
Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches. Now to throw. He finds it beyond the marker. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have taken the lead late. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything we could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Lions have it all set as they send this one downfield. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And in the end, his choice to bring it out was a good one. He'd had some 5 bonus yards and is out right at the 30.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Kate. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
Back to throw. He's got Watson. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw it. Rolling left, buying some time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. First and 10 from the 41. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Setting up the running back screen. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Here he is to throw. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. To throw. And this one is dropped and incomplete. And the pick in his hands, couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Throwing now. He finds McConkey. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Setting up to pass. Getting out to his left. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out. He gets 6 on that play, and it brings up an LA 1st down.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that 1st down anyway.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Time not on their side here as they get set for first down. No timeouts remaining either. Herbert now, blitz coming. Complete out to the right. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Herbert from the gun. The throw is caught. And he drives this down to the 8 before going out. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. So it's 1 for the win column for the Lions. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Huard and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions, as we'll see you next time from Detroit.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your things levels gotta change to your mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more.
I'm gonna run it up, though you know your fun is up. James knew back when I was coming up, didn't wanna know then. Now I bet they're loving us no more. No R&R's, the bar is raised. If you know me, now I can bar for days. Nothing there to prove, cause I've done enough, lights out, still gonna keep the torch. Show you a little piece, wanna see some more?